It was not an insurrection. These are people that were there to attend a rally, and then they were there to protest. Now it devolved, and it devolved into a riot.
They were peaceful, they were orderly and meek. These were not insurrectionists, they were sightseers.
Why am I the only person on the stage, at least, who can say that January 6th now does look like it was an inside job?
Certain Republicans and members of the conservative media have gone overboard this year in downplaying the insurrection and Trump's role in it. So it's no surprise that now a significant number of Americans do not even think it was his fault. A new poll from the Washington Post and the University of Maryland found that only 53% of Americans and just 14% of Republicans, 1-4, think Trump bears a great deal or a good deal of responsibility for January 6th. Those numbers are down significantly from the last time the poll was conducted in 2021. Joining me now is Michael Fanone, former D.C. Metro police officer who was badly injured by the insurrectionist mob on January 6th, 2021. Michael Fanone, it is great to finally have you on the show. It has been a long time coming, so thank you so much for taking the time. And I just want to get your reaction to hearing that that is what Americans now think. They agree with Tucker Carlson that the people who were attacking you were peaceful, ordinary, meek.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it pisses me off to no end, but I also I understand. When you have people like, presidential candidates, Republican presidential candidates, governors, members of Congress, elected leaders, people that hold positions of authority in this country telling their constituents lies and BS like you just heard, then that's going to be the end result. People are not going to know the truth about January 6th, the reality of that day, the experience that so many police officers like myself had battling with these violent insurrectionists at the Capitol.
Let me let you listen to some young voters. These are some voters who are at something called America Fest, which is Turning Point USA, which is that right-wing organization. They held something called America Fest, and this is what young voters said about the insurrection.
Yes, I think January 6th might have been an inside job. If you watch some of the footage, you can see there's several people who have microphones in their ears who look like feds, and they're also trying to get riots started.
I don't think it was an insurrection. There wasn't much violence.
I do believe it was an inside job because the Capitol security should be some of the best security in the country, and these people got in with ease.
I mean, the Capitol security should be some of the best security in the country. You were not a Capitol police officer. You were called in because they were being overwhelmed. Where do you think this idea comes from, that this was somehow done by the feds? You were there, and I think it's pretty clear to you that this was done by civilians or in some cases, people who are actual law enforcement or military, but not doing it for
Those idiots that you just played are just repeating the lies that they've heard, their masters within the Republican Party echo for the past 3 years.